Hey guys, Jaden here, and I'm back with another Mario Kart Wii custom track. And this one was created for another custom track jam, however, it was the first jam of Season 3, so essentially the scores are reset. And this time there were 17 participants, which is a record, and my track managed to place 4th. So I'm very excited to share the track this time around with you. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the theme was underwater, so the track I created was kind of a joke track, but I put so much effort into it, I don't think anyone even realized. So the track I made is Wet Wet Ruins, which is obviously a playoff of Dry Dry Ruins, and you will see the track in a moment, but I just tried a few new things. Like I got custom animations and vertex colors finally working, and those were relatively easy to add in and made a huge difference. So I think that's what really did it for me this time. But I feel like the main issue of this track is just that it's a little too long, a little too empty, but we'll get to that. So yeah, I guess I'll just play a lap first, show you. But basically, you go through this tunnel, launch into the, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a cave, I guess, underwater cave. I was inspired by this section by like the sections in like Dire Dire Docks, you know, like that tunnel you go through, that kind of thing, you know. And Jolly Roger Bay, of course. Yeah, you go through this section, through the river, and then you exit. This is kind of the section that's a joke. Because you're expecting to be all underwater, and then all of a sudden you're in like a desert area. But these half pipes, although they work, they are a little bit glitchy and obviously not really worth taking. Now, this sand does work like in the regular Dry to Ruin, so if you come back lap 3, they are a lot bigger and harder to avoid. So I was hoping that they'd be enough in the way that like there'd be a reason to take the half pipes and it'd be cool, but it's just too big for that, which is why I think I might downscale the track. And yeah, another thing is I added all these torches with the like custom fire object, and yeah, I used the vertex colors to try to make it, you know, like the orange effect on the wall, you know, to look a little more realistic. Yeah, this section I just wanted to put a ton of waterfalls so it would look cool. And these pillars, if you get here fast enough, they aren't falling yet, but they usually are on lap 2, so you can get a trick off them. They're not too far out of the way. I think it is faster. And then of course there's the bats also. Yeah, after the ruin section you get to this long straightaway, which is the Mario Kart 8 animation for the boost, which I got working. And then you kind of launch back out, and then you're back above ground. There's this shortcut here off this block. Unfortunately, that's the only real shortcut in the race, you know. And then of course there's these Goombas here too, which might be a little hard to avoid in retrospect. But yeah, then you can. That's another little like grass shortcut, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then yeah, the other thing you'll notice is I made it 2 laps because I didn't want it to be too lengthy. But yeah, if I remake this, I'll probably make it 3 laps and just downscale the whole track. But you might be able to see the sand is built up more now. It's a little harder to get around, but still not too challenging. And I guess, oh yeah, 2 things I didn't even mention, because even I didn't really realize them at first. There are custom sound slots, so as you can tell, when I entered the ruin section, the music changed, and when I exited, it changed back, just like in regular Dreaded Ruins. And then this orange particle effect is only in the cave, or in the ruin section as well. So like as soon as I exit, those should go away. Yeah, the particle effect should go away about now. I think it's when you exit. So this should. Yeah, and then the music switches back. There you go. Yeah, again, I really do feel like this is my best track by a lot. Like, I really went all out with the visuals this time, and I think it shows. Now, again, I mentioned this earlier, or maybe I didn't, I'm not sure. But you might have noticed some of the textures like flickering, and that's actually just the vertex colors being, the issues that the vertex they're on is too long, so it kind of just flickers. So I could fix that probably without too much work. But yeah. And I guess I'll show this. There's literally no purpose to it, but thought it looked cool. This block is from Cloud Top Cruise from Mario Kart 8. It's that texture, so I just put this here as a little fun little decoration, I guess. And then, of course, how could I forget, right before I finish, the shaded minimap, which, for the first time ever, actually worked on the first try. Because for some reason, whenever I make a shaded minimap, it never works on the first try. But you know what? This one did, so that must be a good sign, right? And then, oh yeah, I guess you could see, you can trick off that ramp halfway down the tunnel, but it usually go too high. So in 50 or 100 cc, you probably can get it, but I was really unable to get it most of the time in 150 cc, unless I had fallen down there or something. But yeah, now I'll show a versus race as I always do. There's nothing too special again though. The computers all work as intended. Um, Nothing special really for versus mode, but I'll show it nonetheless. And yeah, this race, I like to touch up the races a little bit before releasing them, but I do feel like this one is ready to release, like for a first version at least. So around the time this video is up, there'll be a link in the description probably. It might not be up immediately when the video is out, but it should be there shortly after. And you know what, school's starting up soon, so I kind of want to do something like fun before school starts. So I might just do some kind of fun video where I play all the tracks in this jam, like because there's 17 of them, to play all 17. And yeah, of course you'll see I did not get the intro cameras working this time. That's something I wanted, but it was just not worth all the extra time to learn that. I might do it next jam, depending, but again, not really worth it in the end. Like I don't think that would be a difference people are looking for, whether voting a track up or down, you know. I think from the feedback I've heard, the biggest issue with this track was being scaled up too large and the gameplay not being interesting enough. And to be honest, I think the only reason I scaled it up too large is because I was so paranoid that first jump into the water would be too small and you'd bonk on the ceiling. And I was like so terrified, I overscaled it so much as a result. But like, it's not. Like, I probably could scale it down a considerable amount and be okay. Yeah, you see, I wanted the computers to go up the half pipe, and you can tell I didn't quite get that one working, but I don't think anyone noticed that, thankfully. Haha. And like again, there's lots of ideas I had this race, but in the end I decided to try to simplify it as much as possible because I wanted to add even more rooms to the ruins section, and then I realized how long the race was already becoming. So I was like, okay, I should probably just cut this off as quickly as possible. But as a result, the race kind of just became a giant rectangle. So yeah, the layout is probably the biggest weakness. It's a little too long, a little too empty. I try to put so many enemies. I put the crabs, the goombas, and the bats, you know, and the pokey, I guess. But the thing is, like, at a certain point, you just need to add more like advanced strategies, you know. Like, I don't know if people realize you could do this. You could trick off the bank here and get like an interesting kind of trick there, but yeah. Yeah, hopefully, honestly, I spent so much time on this. I hope I can just keep it at least a consistent quality for the rest of the season. Like, I don't really care if it's better. I just hope I can do like about the same, yeah. Yeah, I am still working on all the other tracks I was talking about before. It's just this track, you can tell, definitely took priority for a couple of days. Yeah, you'll see, oh wait, there's some mushrooms here, nice. Free shortcut. Yeah, that's gonna be, wet ruins. Now, I like the journey of this race. It started out as like a joke track I was gonna make, and then I just was like, you know what, this idea is actually good enough. I should actually try, you know, to make this a serious track. So I did, and you know, the track's pretty good, at least I hope so. And, I will hopefully be able to participate in all the jams again this season. I don't know though. Obviously, I said school's starting up soon, but hopefully I'll have a little bit more time on my schedule. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. I'm trying to think if there's anything I forgot. I mean, as always, there's the Super Mario Galaxy custom track project I'm still participating in. If you're interested in that, the link to the Discord server will be in the description. And with that, I guess see you guys soon. Hopefully with more custom tracks, CT Jam or otherwise. So thanks for watching.